Good evening to all. Let's proceed further with yet another topic which is very close to my heart, and I really enjoyed my journey while understanding and sharing with some of the scholars as well as the faculty. And now I want to really record and share it with each one of you also. Now, this the title that I have chosen is basically the critical appraisal tools, as I have seen that there are so many tools which are available, and there are I would say that very important collection of this is also very important to share with each one of you. Now, first and foremost, without wasting the time, I would like to start off with the first introduction, maybe just one or two slides, just to understand what exactly do we mean by critical appraisal tools, and then I will like to go ahead with the qualitative research as to whether there is some kind of a tool which really helps me out to proceed further with the qualitative research. Now, what do we understand by critical appraisal tool? Now, that is something that we need to understand. Now, you see, the most important aspect of our research is literature review, or review of literature. Now, if I really work hard and proceed further with getting or designing or planning, or I have also prepared a very good review of literature, trust me, your research becomes very good. Now, number two, I have also seen that there are two ways in which we usually proceed further with the research. One is through the primary resources, that I don't have to share it. It's a huge process again, and we know how to go ahead with it. Most of us are aware of it. Secondly, while we are into the usage of the secondary sources, wherein I'm relying more on the prior literature or prior studies or various research papers or articles which are available to me, how am I supposed to read it is something that all of us understand as the review of literature. Secondly, I have seen that review of literature in itself is an activity, and it really requires a lot of hard work so that your research becomes very good and nice. Now, this was one of the activity which I conducted for my students, especially as a 1 month program, wherein I took a 1 month research workshop, wherein I really wanted to be with those scholars and try to make them understand that, see, this is how at each and every level we are supposed to go ahead and get attuned and perform the research for us. So here, this is the result. I have seen that majority of us really get stuck up as to how to read a paper. We have a tough time reading a paper, and we take, either we get bored up and we are not interested to read the paper, or we feel that, okay, मुझे बहुत जल्दी करना है, let me complete it as ASAP so that my research starts and everything is taking over from there. However, I found that yes, there are certain tools which really help us out and to go ahead with the I would say both literature review or review of literature, even the systematic literature review also. And going ahead in this particular playlist, I will be showcasing to you certain tools or the things which are available absolutely free for each one of us. And I thought, let me proceed further and share it, my knowledge also which I gained, and maybe it might be useful for some of you. Now, the first one that we need to understand is basically what is cat. Now, this is not the meow billy that I am talking about, billy masi, always we used to call that. This is basically the one that we are using especially in the research domain, and the full form of it is critical appraisal tool. Unfortunately, I do not see that. Yes, when we are teaching the research methodology, we are so much worried to understand the number games which are present, in the quantitative analysis, or we think that okay, qualitative, let's start off, and it is got those one or two techniques that are available, and we are very happy with it, and we just proceed further. Now when I see these things happening in around me, I get a jerk. It really jerks me, and then I wonder, is this what research is all about? No, we are supposed to, and I think this is one activity which should be taken up very seriously, and it should be given at post graduation level, or at least if not dedicatedly, maybe the students who definitely are interested to proceed further with their MPhil or PhD program, and they are aware of it, that yes, how am I supposed to proceed further, at least with the review of literature. Now forget about the prior part of it. I keep I mean, if I'm taking a workshop, let's say the one that I just concluded for 1 month, wherein the scholars they were with me right from morning 9 o'clock till evening, and it was like a journey wherein they understood how to proceed further with literature review or systematic literature review, what all things are available in writing various reviews, and what are the differences, whether there are some kind of a tools available at each and every part or not. So I thought, as I was teaching them, I understood what are their requirements, and I thought, let it be shared with each one of you. So here is one technique that I really wanted to share it, and that is critical appraisal tool. Now why do we require it? Now first of all, you will see as the journey begins, it's a very simple paper that is there in front of you, like a cheat sheet, and you can place it on your study table or maybe in your file, and you can proceed further. So so the question arises, what does it look like? Are there just one variety? As I have just shown to you, the title of it is critical appraisal tool for qualitative research. Similarly, we have got a critical appraisal tool for the quantitative studies also. Now there are many versions of it as we are proceeding further. Each one of you, now I don't know whether you are sensitive towards research or not. Now me, after learning so much, I would say yes, I am sensitive towards it, and I have seen that these critical appraisal tools are also different versions, not depending upon the year in which it has been published or made as a public announcement and we are using them. I would say it depends upon the domain of knowledge. For example, if you are coming from the School of Medicine, School of Law, School of Legal Studies, School of Architecture, School of Business Studies, or I would say Management, General Management, or if you are coming from the School of Commerce, Finance, Economics, now those are the ones that I call as domain of knowledge. Now critical appraisal tools are different for different schools. Please do not ever think that if I'm taking up something, you can customize it and make a combo offer like you are purchasing a pizza or a burger. No, if I go to Pizza Hut or let's say Burger King, along with the burger I can get a packet of French fries or a Coke. Correct. Now that, or if I'm taking care whether I want a combo of 4 items or something, no, please do not customize it. That's a very different kind of a thing. Here when you, that's why I said you have to be very sensitive when you are doing research, and you need to understand. That's the reason why I said that tools differ from domain of knowledge to knowledge. Now while I am taking you through this particular playlist, you would be seeing the differences, how these tools differ from school to school, or whether I can combine them also or not. Now what is the ethically wrong thing it is taking up, you will understand. Like we all know, we write a one part in the chapter which is focusing on research methodology, before conclusion or summary you write a paragraph on ethical considerations. Now this is also ethical consideration, that yes, you are using a critical appraisal tool which belongs to a different school, school and you are using it for a different school altogether. That is ethically very wrong thing. Next comes branch of research. If you are doing it for a qualitative research, a different critical tool is available. If you are doing it for a quantitative study, a different tool is available for you. I'm talking about CAT now. And if you have combined both qualitative and quantitative, which I call it as quali-quant, if you are combining both of them, you have a different tool. So that is what I call it as the branch of the research. So which is either you're writing a pure quali paper or a pure quantitative paper or a mixed method approach that you have taken. And then definitely comes schools of knowledge. Now schools of knowledge are also very, very different, so we will see how to use them and how to proceed further. So this is one thing which we need to keep in mind. Secondly is that let me start off. I'm not going to proceed more into depth because there are so many things that I have to share it. First and foremost, if I'm using a critical appraisal tool for a qualitative research paper, what am I supposed to do? You will see how to use them. What are the various steps involved in it? What is your understanding of it? Now, every person's level of understanding is very different. What I see in a paper might be altogether different from the way you are reading or studying. I'm using both the words. The way you read a paper, the way you study a paper, the way you make observations in that particular paper will be very different from one individual to the other individual, depending upon how many points are coming in. For example, if I'm reading a paper, definitely yes, I would be focusing number one, what is the logical flow of that paper. Secondly, what is the main argument of that individual who has written the paper. Then I would be seeing whether there are some kind of fallacies in that paper or not. Fourthly, I will also see whether there are any pattern. Now, you see, unless and until you do not understand these jargons that I'm using, it will be very difficult. That's what I said. It totally depends upon how well you are trained and what is your understanding about it, so that you even understand what I mean to say as logical flow in the particular paper. Okay, now you will see, and then the practical implementation of it. Practical implementation means I really if you are reading a paper, how do you read a paper, how do you study a paper, and how are you making those observations for yourself? Is it just in one go you are able to complete reading of that particular paper, or you are studying a paper in the first go itself, or there are multiple times in which you are reading, it grabs your attention immediately and you are able to perform a very serious study of that particular paper. So these are certain things that you need to understand and proceed further when you are talking about what I call it as the critical appraisal tool, especially the qualitative research. When I mean in general, first with the critical appraisal tool and next with the qualitative research, and then I will proceed further with the quantitative research also. And finally, if it is we will see if it is purely a quali paper, how to understand it. If you are focusing on the completely pure quanti paper, also what all things you're supposed to see. Last but not the least, if you are combining both of them, that is say quali and quanti, how do you proceed further? So that is my agenda in this particular playlist, and let's proceed further. And in my next video I would be taking you how to understand and see first of all what is a critical appraisal tool, number one. Number two, how to understand for a quali paper. So thanks a lot, and I welcome each one of you. So keep watching for my next I would say video also. Till then, thank you and take care. Bye.